Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Muhammad Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com New York market trading session. And in this Forex session we are going to cover the Elliott Wave, and I'm also going to present my Forex forecast. So let's get started. Let me go over to some charts over here. So right now we have this daily time frame of euro dollar currency pair. This is the daily chart of euro USD. We got this bullish wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5 to the upside in euro dollar currency pair. So I'm looking for bullish wave number 5 to complete, and it seems to me, we still need price action. Now, the way I see market is trying to uh, find some resistance over here. So I actually went long earlier today, but my trailing stop almost hit, so I closed that trade with a 5 pips profit. And now, I actually went short in euro dollar currency pair. So here's the trade right now. Right over here, this is the trade. So currently in negative at this point in time. Okay, so what happened? Well, the way market is behaving, it looks quite possible that price wants to drop over here. It doesn't want to go up, and I do expect market to remain sideways, and then maybe after that market is probably going to resume the uptrend. We will see how it goes. So this is a nice bullish trend channel, but price action actually managed to break through this trend channel. Right now it's trying to stay above it. So if I go over to a smaller time frame, like a 1 hour chart, you see this is a nice bullish trend channel, and market managed to break out of this trend channel. Okay, so that is the reason why I think a market is going to provide us a deeper pullback. Maybe it's a pullback, maybe this is the beginning of a top in euro dollar currency pair. You need to always two Elliott wave counts. One is the preferred Elliott wave count, also known as plan A, and then second one is the alternative Elliott wave count known as plan B. So right now at this point in time, the way I see euro dollar is probably going to move sideways before we even get a new high. Okay. Now regarding the smaller time frame, these were the levels where if A, B, and C and price action did not manage to break any of these two levels, 1.1809 and 1.1716. So currently price action is moving inside a trading range over here. Okay, let me show you one more chart of euro dollar currency pair. Go over to new chart, and let's go to the silver. Go to a smaller time frame, like a 15 minutes time frame. Okay, you see we got this nice quick rally over here, and even if I consider this as the beginning of wave one over here, we got this pullback and then price rallies up. So the move market is showing up, the bullish leg I mean, it is showing multiple overlaps. Overlapping wave structure suggests that this is part of a corrective wave, or correction is. What I mean by that is, if you take a look at this area over here, we got this corrective price action, and this is telling me that market is trying to print a corrective wave or part of a corrective wave. So this is the overlapping wave we got over here, and then we even got the overlap right down over here. So both of these levels suggest that market is probably going to drop, at least on a short-term basis. the way I see it is probably going to drop 36 pips or somewhere near to it. So maybe on a short-term basis that sell is probably going to see how it goes. Now I do have a bullish Elliott wave count over here, which suggests that as long as price action is staying above this old swing low at 1.1716 level, let me write it down, 1.1716. Let me click over here, 1.1716. This is the level, and as long as price action is staying above 1.1716, to me it is still an uptrend, but on a short-term basis, the way I see market is probably going to drop. Okay, and we can label this thing as some kind of wave A over here. Then maybe this is wave B. Expect a wave C to the downside. A zigzag is probably going to happen, or we might get a false breakout to the upside above 1.1789 level, creates an C, so B wave becomes a flat, and then expect a C wave downside. So in both scenarios, I'm expecting on a short-term basis, I'm expecting euro-dollar currency pair to start the decline. Okay, so this is my point of view. I mean, you have full right to deviate from it, because the purpose of this live session is to present you my Elliott wave count and my forex forecast, and then you can compare my analysis with your own analysis to make an informed trading decision. So that's totally up to you, that you go with my wave count, or you have your own market forecast. I mean, okay, so this is just my point of view about the euro dollar currency pair, and you don't have to follow it. That's totally up to you. Okay, let me move this chart a little bit to the left hand side. Okay, next one is the US dollar index. Okay, we got this 1 2 3 4 5 to the downside. Now the problem is the way market is moving up. We got one breakout down over here. Okay, right around this area we got this breakout. Now maybe we have seen a top. Okay, it's quite possible that we have got the top because price did not close a bullish candlestick above 97.34 level. So maybe we got this as wave 1. This is wave A. B, expect a bullish leg, wave C, and then after wave C, price action is going to resume the downtrend. Okay, that's also possible. So the US dollar is most likely going to become strong, at least on a short-term basis. Okay, on a long term, it's still a downtrend. Next one is the GBPUSD currency pair. Same story. So far, on a long-term basis in daily time frame, we did not get any kind of close below 1.36 00 level. That's the round number here. Okay, so to me it is still an uptrend, but maybe on a basis market wants to drop, because we got this breakdown in price below 1.30 level inside GBPUSD currency pair, and right now our market is staying below 1.3716 level. We did not get a close above this level. Market tried to test this level 3 times now, but so far no success. So the way I see, these usually break to the downside. Let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so I was expecting the price action to break above 1.3703 level. So far we did not get such a breakout, so I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm going to draw a different channel over here. Okay, this looks like to me we got A, B, and C leg over here, a corrective price action. So this is A, B, and C. So this is this looks like to me we got a zigzag over here where the B wave is a flat. So this is the lower trend channel line. Let me adjust it. And then we have, why it's not duplicating, okay, here. So it seems market is trying to stay inside this trend channel. These things usually break to the downside. Okay, so it's possible that the way GBPUSD currency pair is moving, we could get a possible breakdown in price action. Okay, but you know, the breakdown is also required as well. We can't just, you know, assume things that it's going to move this way. Obviously, if GBPUSD currency pair is going to break higher, okay, instead of falling down, then obviously the forecast is going to change. Next one is the Aussie dollar currency pair, AUDUSD currency pair, daily time frame. And it seems to me the wave 5 is still going on, is still in progress, but market is now trying to provide us maybe a short-term pullback, or maybe we have already seen a top in AUDUSD currency pair. I actually uploaded a video a few hours ago on my YouTube channel regarding the Aussie dollar currency pair, so you can check out the wave count over there. So I was expecting the price action to break higher, but it did not go. Okay, it didn't go up. So we got the drop, and this is a deeper pullback. These things usually go, you know, lower. What I mean by that is price action keep testing the lows. Okay, the support just keep coming near and near. So the way I see, this is the wave count, a possible wave count that market is going to create a short-term bullish pullback, and then the chances are high that AUD/USD currency pair is most likely going to drop. Okay, so this is most likely 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So wave A, B, and then wave C to the downside. That's what I'm looking in Australian dollar versus United States dollar currency pair. Okay, so on a short-term basis, my forecast is bearish inside Aussie dollar currency pair, and I expect the price action to drop, at least on a short-term basis. The long-term is still an uptrend. Okay, next let us take a look at Kiwi dollar, NZD, New Zealand dollar versus United States dollar currency pair. You see, I'm expecting the price action to rise up, but you know, price action keep trying to fall. In last 2 trading days, the daily time frame, we got 2 bearish body candlesticks over here. Let's zoom in a little bit. So you can see these, both of these are, you know, bearish trading days. Now I do see some long spikes over here, which is telling me that, you know, buyers are trying to push the market to the upside. However, some kind of a short-term pullback is due. Okay, and we even got a spike. It did go below 0.6036 level. It kind of failed over here. Okay, that is the only reason, you know, when you compare all of this, that is the reason why I closed my buy trade in euro dollar and opened a sell in euro dollar currency pair. Okay, that's the only reason, because I think all of these pairs, the euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, NZDUSD, these pairs, they are going to provide us some kind of a short-term bearish decline or a pullback, so to speak. Okay, so that is the main reason. So if I go over to smaller time frame, let's go over to a 1 hour chart of New Zealand dollar versus United States dollar over here. The way I see it seems to me we got some an ABC, and then this looks like to me kind of a X wave. Another wave count suggests that this is 1 2 3 4 5, so it's a leading diagonal. Then we got the pullback, so it's quite possible that NZDUSD currency pair is going to rise up, probably just on a short-term basis, and then it's going to drop. Okay, let me show you the short. So this is the short-term forecast, and is telling me that market is most likely going to drop inside NZDUSD currency. Next, we have the US dollar Swiss franc USDCHF currency pair daily time frame. The way I see, we got a nice 1 2 3 4 5 to the downside. That's a bearish trend going on inside US dollar versus Swiss franc currency pair. Now, if you go over to a 4-hour time frame, okay, we're getting kind of a sideways price action. This is a big body candlestick, and then market just kind of turned sideways. But I was expecting the price action to break above 0.7993 level. If we go over to a 1-hour time frame, okay, here's another level, 0.7982 right over here, and this spike over here, which actually took out this high, suggests that market wants to go up over here, but it is still bearish. We did not get a close above 0.7982 level, so maybe on a short-term basis USD Swiss franc is going to rise up or probably go sideways, and then if it's not going to break higher, then obviously the USD Swiss franc is going to drop. Okay, so on a short-term basis, the way I see market is probably going to rise up inside US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. Okay, that's just the short-term forecast. Maybe the forecast is going to change, and instead of getting a continuation, market tries to fire and breaks above 0.7982 level, because it already tested this level but failed to close higher. Okay, so there are two possible wave counts. One wave count suggests market is just going to create a short-term pullback, and then it's going to resume the downtrend. Second forecast suggests that we have seen a bottom, at least on a short-term basis, and USD Swiss franc is going to rise up for deeper corrective pattern. So we will get probably deeper corrective structure in price action of US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. Next one is the XAUUSD currency pair spot gold. Today we did not get much activity due to 4th of July. Anyways, the way I see the forecast is telling me that price action is probably going to drop around 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level, and then from these lows, market is probably going to rise back up over here. So on a long-term basis, the forecast is bullish, but on a short-term basis, it's kind of a downtrend, so to speak. Next one is the USDCAD currency pair. On a weekly time frame, the trend looks bearish, and price action did not hit the buy zone area. Okay, if you check out the daily time frame, it just keeps finding support around 1.3555 level. Now if you go over to a 4-hour time frame, it's trying to move inside a trading range, and this whole thing over here suggests that it is actually going sideways, and within this sideways pattern, this looks like to me just a pullback, and it's quite possible that market is going to rise up and prints a new high above 1.3794 area in coming trading days. Okay. Next, let us take a look at US dollar JPY currency pair daily time frame. Inside USDJPY currency pair, the way I see market is moving sideways, and we did not actually get any sizable move to the upside or to the downside, but it did bounce and started the decline after hitting 100%. This is the Fibonacci expansion tool. So market almost hit the 100% level, okay, and then it started the decline. So it's quite possible that the USD yen is probably going to resume the downtrend. Okay, the request is about the oil and ADA. I cannot cover ADA, but I will cover the oil, the WTI crude oil. I will cover it. Let us take a look at WTI crude oil. Okay, go to view, market watch, WTI crude oil. Let's go over to monthly chart first. Let's see what's going on. Okay, seems to me price tried to rally up over here, kind of failed. We got a big spike over here. Okay, and let's take a look at a weekly time frame. Okay, A, B, let's zoom out a little. Okay, regarding the crude oil, what we got over here is we got this big bullish leg and then a reversal in price action. Let me go over to a daily chart now. This is a kind of a big collapse over here, and the way I see market is probably going to drop. In other words, the forecast is bearish. Okay, we might get a short-term pullback in crude oil, just a bullish pullback, and after that market is probably going to resume the decline. Okay, because this big washout to the downside cleared all the buyers. Okay, so expect some kind of a pullback. Okay, and then market is probably going to resume the decline. So we can count this decline as wave A. Expect bullish like wave B right over here. So after wave B, expect a drop in price action. Okay, in oil. Okay, that's pretty much it for today from my side. And if you have any questions, feel free to type inside the chat box or inside the comment section related to Forex forecast and Elliot Wave analysis, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty much it from my side. Have a nice day, and hopefully I will do the weekly session probably on the Saturday. Okay, I will cover the long-term charts. Okay, so that's it from my side. Have a nice day. Have a nice